Hello and welcome. My name is Joe and I am the Panicked Monk. And you are watching Ienarath. Ienarath has recently vanquished the foul master vampire Movarth, and now is seeking to make herself known in Morthal, in Hjalmarch. And that is so she can gain that title of Thane, even though she's really not interested in becoming a Thane. She sees the benefits of the position. So she is going to try to make a name for herself here. She's already helped a couple of different people, I think just by happenstance. And now she has at least one more that she needs to lend some aid to that will then allow her to come back here and be bestowed the honorary title of Thane. The one thing that I know I can do, and I don't honestly know if delivering, what's her name? Oh, let's take a peek here quick. Miscellaneous. Deliver the note from Idgrod the Younger. Alright. So, we can deliver the note, which means Ienarath has to go back to Whiterun. She came to Morthal trying to get away from Whiterun because she kind of got freaked out by just a bad night spent, a restless night. She was a bit of a premonition, but more subconsciously so, contacted, and it kind of sat poorly. So she doesn't really want to go back to Whiterun. But that's the task that is set before her. And I am not 100% sure that just by receiving that quest from Idgrod the Younger, if that's already ticked off helping people, or the act of delivering, following through on the quest. I want to say it's the latter. I honestly, truly don't remember. I'm hoping it's the latter because then I will have fulfilled the request to help the people of Morthal. So Ienarath will be at least in production. She will either be traveling by foot, by horseback, or carriage. And for this case, she's going to take a carriage. All right. Beautiful afternoon in Whiterun Hold. So let's get to it. Oh, looks like the Khajiit have made their way into town as well. I did as well pawn off what I could at Morthal. So her pockets are lined pretty heavily at the moment. I might see if there's maybe anything else I can do to further that cause. Yeah, it does. It is a nice change of pace from the cold weather in Morthal.
Moons protect us. I hope we do not encounter one of them on the road.
I suppose if we do, we will find out just how fast each of us can run.
As the saying goes, you do not need to be faster than the dragon. You need only be faster than your friends.
That just sounds more ominous when the Khajiit say it for some reason. Okay, So I want to see if there's anything more I can sell. I need soul gems. I need filled soul gems. So I can leverage at least these couple staves. Let's see. We have a bow that I could probably get rid of, but it's a nice backup if I really need it. Otherwise, I'm going to keep these two staves, for now at least. Oh, I've got all sorts of clothing I can get rid of. Yeah, we might have to make a trip to see Belethor. Yeah. I might have to go up to... Shoot. I might have to go up to the hold, or the hold. The Jarl's Palace. See if I can use the enchanting table. A little bit of potions. Keep those. Frost cloak. Alright. I honestly don't have a lot of other stuff. I could read that letter. This note. Yeah, I got some, I have a few things to read. We've got almost 5,000 gold to our name. Let's see. You know, the Khajiit would probably also buy the clothing. Kind of got to wait for him to set up, though, don't we? Maybe this guy'll...
Warm sands, friend. How may this one serve you?
actually have some things to sell.
Best behavior. Khajiit are few,
Just...
but their will is strong.
Yeah, and they all talk at once.
This one needs something? Your road
Maybe.
lead you to warm sands.
What happened?
Take a look.
Okay. Well, he's got plenty of coin. And let's get rid of the black boots. First, let's see here. So I'm all decked out in vampire gear. I really ought to change that. I like how it looks on her, however, she's really not a vampire. And she doesn't want to be looking like one as she cruises around town. Let's see here. If I had some soul gems, I could do some enchanting, but I don't. So, let's get rid of all this stuff. I should have kept... well, I suppose I could keep the different clothes. Puffed boots. Alright, I'm going to keep the tavern clothes, these laced boots, and I think that is it. Mage's circlet, that's pretty. Alright, I need to get rid of all of this stuff for now, because I don't have anything in which to enchant with. I want to see if I can disenchant that. Alright, I think that's about it. That is about it. Alright. Let's go find a quiet place and check out some of these notes that I have. Thanks, man.
I hope that you will come to do business with us again.
Aye.
Another fight.
What? Where?
I am staying out of this. It has
Where?
been a profitable journey, and yet I long for the warm sands of elsewhere more and more each day.
I feel the
I
same.
think he was just kind of
I do
screwing
not
with me.
think Khajiit were made for the
Tools,
cold.
wares, and weapons.
Not
All
only
for
that,
sale
but these
at
nodes have no love for us.
I'm getting out of here.
They look upon us and see only
What is he
smugglers.
going on about? What's going on down there?
But it cannot be helped. Perhaps if we continue to show that
We
we
can
can
see.
be trusted,
Goods and
they
wares
will
of all
open their
kinds,
cities to our
and all can be
caravans.
yours.
I wish that I had your optimism.
Oh, there's a crow and a mud crab down there fighting, I think. I can't see the mud crab, but it's probably behind that little ridge. All right. Note to self. Be wary of crows. Ienarath did do a little alchemy also while in Morthal, but didn't really have a lot of good ingredients to work with, so she's gonna see if she can replenish her supplies a bit. Okay. Back in Whiterun. So the primary objective right now is to deliver that letter, read a couple things, and then maybe see if I can disenchant that robe. I really need a soul trap type of spell. Because I can't do anything
Did you raise your prices, Carlotta?
until I have some soul gems to work with.
Let me guess.
Even lesser
You're saying
ones
it's
or
because
petty
there's trouble
ones,
with the
anything.
Stormcloaks?
Anything to kind of get that ball rolling.
Road patrols were cut in half because the Jarl needed soldiers. Now the bandits are bolder than ever.
Although enchanting is going to be more of a
Someone stole your sweet roll.
is going to be
Maybe I
more
should
of
sell
a
swords and armor instead.
secondary ability.
Maybe. But they wouldn't taste as good as a loaf of fresh-baked pumpernickel.
Her primary abilities will be alchemy, one-handed, light armor,
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale.
and probably conjuration with destruction, because it's useful.
It is friends. The ugly. We are the children.
Alright, is she in here maybe?
Talos is the
Looking for my husband Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself these days. Men are all alike, from Skyrim to Hammerfell. They care only for war and politics, and treat their women like cattle.
I'm not sure what Ienarath would have to say to that. In large part, she would probably agree.
Nah, I don't think so. If
No.
you run into my husband Nazim, remind him that he's not married to himself.
The pain is so great.
Well, if you can't remind him, I'm not sure if I will help, but where is Danica? I'm looking for Danica. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
Speak, elf.
Well, rude.
I can't bear it.
Until next time.
Stop.
Where is she? She's probably outside.
God's bless you, healer.
You know, though, with the exception of the
My
moaning and
body
groaning of
burns.
the sick,
Thank you. The pain is already easing.
this actually might be a good place to look at these notes.
So sick. Can hardly stand it.
Maybe not. Alright. Let's see what we have here. Ba-ba-ba. Okay, letter from Jarl Sidgir. Ienarath, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sidgir, and I have the honor to be Jarl of the proud and ancient city of Falkreath. The fame of your exploits across Skyrim has brought you to my attention. If you are interested in becoming a Thane of Falkreath, I invite you to speak to me the next time you're in Falkreath. Aside from the honor that accrues to the title, my Thanes are entitled to a personal housecarl. I also can tell you privately that a choice parcel of land in Falkreath would be available for your purchase should your services prove useful to me. I look forward to meeting you in person. I remain Jarl Sidgir of Falkreath. Alright. I remain. It's an unusual... I guess it's not a greeting, but salutation. I don't know, it's just an odd way to end a letter. Oh yeah. As instructed, you are to eliminate Ienarath by any means necessary. The Black Sacrament has been performed. Somebody wants this poor fool dead. We've already received payment for the contract. Failure is not an option. Astrid. Alright, I think we ran into the assassin fairly early. I'm not going to read the note. That's not my business. Note to Adril. Where did I pick this up? Adril, I need you to go out and find the missing pit wolves before the next tournament. We lost too many during the last fights, and we won't be able to train new ones in time. Find them and bring them back to Craig's Lane at once. I don't remember picking that up. And a personal letter. Dearest husband, this will be my last letter to you. They have taken everything from us, and they will take me soon. Do not return to our home. It's not safe. The Jarl will also discreetly throw you in the dungeon if you show your face again. I pray that one day you will save me and we can rebuild our family somewhere else, in a place without corruption and injustice. No matter what happens, know that I will always love you, now and forever. Kind of bittersweet. The Song of the Return, Volume 2. The Song of the Return, Volume 2, the first tale of Darungsu. It's a pretty good size for a Skyrim book. Oh, what the heck. Our great Lord Ysgramor, the harbinger of all of us, did then send forth his two beloved sons, with him the only other survivors of the brutalities of Sarthal, to seek out the bravest warriors of the land and mount the great return. Ingall and Ilgar? Yes, I think it is. Ingall and Ilgar, they were called, and they were known among Atmora as fine warriors with bright eyes and dawning features. Ingall, the elder, was the brave strategist, bringing his learning to bear on the battlefield that his enemies would be defeated before they even knew the battle had begun. Idgrod the Younger was possessed of an unwavering spirit that drove his singular prowess to overwhelming feats in war. Together, the mind and the arm, they were capable of sowing a destruction most thorough and glorious to any foe who stood before them. Before they parted ways to gather their crews, the two clasped arms and necks in the old fashion and laughed at the heavens for their stories to come. Young Idgrod then took to the massive shipyards of Ylkerfik? We're going to go with Ylkerfik. Took to the massive shipyards of Ylkerfik at the southern point and commissioned 2 ships for himself and his brother. He would command the Darumtsu and his brother the Harak, thus carrying the names of the 2 favored stars of their heavens. The shipmaker's spirits had been suitably filled by Eskimo's tales of the savage elves, and they set about to birth ships that would benefit their noble homeland. Arrangements having been made, Idgrod set forth to the academies of honored soldiers, seeking out his most trusted friends and advisors to join him on the adventure of the return. By now, the stories of the new land to the south were spreading before him, and the mere emergence of his presence was enough to cause the finest warriors to lay down their present undertakings and follow him. So was he able to call his side the great shield sisters, Froa and Grosta, who thought and spoke as one. And they brought with them the wise war teacher Adrimk, who first taught them to dance among the blades. She, in turn, mustered all the students at her command, whose names were not yet made, but some of whom would one day be known. Hermaesker, who threw his shield, Urlach, who breathed fire, Rompth the Greater, Merkilian Rompth, and the far-sighted Ucha, who would see the first of many dawns. Okay, that's a strange thing, but anyway, moving on. On the day of the final passage, when the many-oared fleet would last see the distant green summers of Atmora, well, that had to have been, 2 days out of the year? To see the last distant green summers of Atmora, the brothers were near in their father's wake as the freshly joined 500 would eagerly press onward towards Tamriel. Idgrod could see his well-minded brothers smiling from afar across the waves, and they shouted war cries to each other, longing for the soon day when their assembled crews would be drawn. The soon day, that... Who writes like this? Atmorans, I guess. Longing for the soon day when their assembled crews would draw the treacherous elf blood into the ground which they would now claim for their own rights. But Kind's ministrations are not to be taken lightly, and though her blessings gave wind to drive those brave sailors to their destiny, so too did her mighty tears fall, to drive them apart. That's an awkward sentence. Let's try that again. That's one big long run-on sentence, holy cow. But Kind's ministrations are not to be taken lightly, and though her blessings gave wind to drive those brave sailors to their destiny, so too did her mighty tears fall to drive them apart. When the storm of the separation first arose, Young Ilgar had no fear, for his crew was strong and able, and their ship drove true through the forest of swells, as though pulled by the rope of fate. When the skies cleared and Ilgar glimpsed again with new eyes the land of his past and future home, he knew his brother's vessel was not within his horizon. The Darum Zu, arriving late, drew forth unto the sands, and Ilgar rushed to his father to seek word of his brother. The great Ysgramor, harbinger of us all, wept for his lost son, and sought comfort in the arms of his only remaining joy. The crew of the Harak became the first deaths among the 500, and Ilgar so enraged with love for his brother that his crew would soon be counted as first among the many noble and honored names in the companions. All right. Thus endeth Volume 2, Songs of the Return. Who wrote that again? It doesn't say. All right. I will do this spell tome probably off camera. So I do have a mod. Well, I can do part of it now. I do have a mod that slows down, and you just don't always instantly learn a spell when you open the book. You actually have to spend time studying the book. I can't remember the name of it, of the mod that is. But I'm going to give you a quick overview of what that might look like. And this only works for most books. If there are spell books that are outside the purview of the mod, they'll just work like the vanilla mechanic where you get the spell. So I think some of the forgotten magic spells, all of those work like that. So you sit down, you do a little reading, you do a little studying.
Thank you. The pain is already easing.
And then when you're done, you learn a percentage. This case, I learned 8%.
Looking for my husband Nazim? Check the Jarl's back. It's usually where he stuffs himself these days.
You are bitter. And I'm sure it's for good reason, but dang.
The fever. My body burns.
So anyway, there are several things that will improve the percentage that you learn when you study each spell like that. One is your talent in the school. Another is if you are like actually in the College of Winterhold, like in the library, that will also benefit you. I don't recall if like being rested also gives you a little boost, but there's a few factors that help improve your learning. So I learned 8%, so I'm not going to sit and power through another, what it would be at least 10 or 11, 12. I would have to read that book 12 different times, and you have to rest in between each time. So I'm not going to do that, because that would just be...
Could you spare a coin?
I can. You know what? I can.
Hi there.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart.
You are welcome.
Bye.
Where is this Danica?
The future of Skyrim! The future of Tamriel!
A lot of times she sits around by this tree.
The ugly truth. We are the children of man.
Have you seen Danica?
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda.
Well, that's rather ambitious. So you want to become a merchant?
Before my Ma and Da passed, I told them that one day I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madran. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done. You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future?
That sounds like a good
Farewell.
deal. I'm not going to make it a priority, but I will take her up on that.
Hello, child of Ienarath.
Ah, there you are. Say, I've got this letter.
Yorik's sister? Poor
Yep.
child. Magic runs deep in that family's bloodline. It's
Yeah,
not
I'm starting to
always
see
a
that.
blessing. Thank you for this. Something for your trouble.
Nice. Oh. And yes, we have now helped all the people. All right. Awesome. Let's see here. Okay.
Grace of Ienarath be with you.
Yeah, you too. All right. Well, it is 6:15 p.m. And that means I'm going to be traveling back to Morthal at night. Rather not do that. Let's run up to the Jarl's place.
Walk among the stars.
All right. Well, I think I should probably
The future of
find a room.
Damn those Greymanes to
There
oblivion.
it is,
They want to
friends.
back the Stormcloaks, they'll get what's coming to them.
We are the children of man.
Unless I just leave now.
The true God
I really
of
have
man,
no business other than
ascended from flesh
what I've just completed here.
to rule the realm.
If I can catch a carriage,
There's nothing a Nord woman can't do if she puts her mind to it.
I'll arrive in the evening. Well, I'll arrive late. But I won't have to mess around with staying here in Whiterun. Don't think I've got anything. I should get my weapons improved. I should buy some armor. But it's getting kind of late. Yeah, all right, no, let's go back to Morthal. See if that driver is still available. And if he is willing to saddle up his horse and make a trip to Morthal. So I used to have carriage and ferry travel overhaul installed. So that would, for those that know, which is probably the majority of it. For those that don't know, that adds more carriages and the like. But, hey.
Need a ride?
I do, but you're not going to give me one, are you? Dang it.
Maybe you can help me.
What do you need?
It's all in this note. Until next time.
Bjorlum, can I... Dang it.
I can take you to any of the hold capitals.
Just not right now. Damn. Alright. So, I have a different mod installed. I'm going to have to stay in Whiterun. Carriage drivers.
Tools, wares, and weapons.
I can't remember the
All
specific.
for sale at
It
fair
does
prices.
overhaul the carriage drivers, like lively carriage drivers or something like that. Actually, I think that's a separate one. But it does exactly what it did there. It gives the carriage drivers a little more life. They won't always be sitting on the bench in the carriage. They'll have a little tent set up. Apparently they have hours of operation. There is another one that adds that little guard, that companion that was kind of wandering around there. And the problem with that is that it is not compatible with the Carriage Ferry Travel Overhaul mod. So I opted for a more interesting experience with the carriage drivers over convenience. That being said, there is that other traveling, which adds the little bench, I don't remember what it's called, that will allow me to go to more obscure places. So there's a bit of a overlap that picks up some of the places that CFTO used to go to that I no longer have installed. So anyway, that is that. I guess I'm gonna have to stay here tonight.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Need something?
What I need is a
I
room.
enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Yes?
I do know where it is.
I
Thank you.
understand.
All right.
What can I get you?
Nothing, I don't think. Got some bread and cheese, mead, wine. I think I'm good. Maybe just a place to sit down. It looks like all the tables are taken. This one's not. Alright, let's have a seat. Grab a quick bite to eat.
So, I'm...
Sadia, wait.
Bread with butter. That and wine or mead. We'll go some wine for now.
a song for you.
Yes, Mum.
Okay.
Battleborn. You're
So what's
writing me a
next?
song? Does it somehow
What's
involve
next
blood
is we
or
go to
penance
Morthal.
or the honor of my forebears?
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
You want a drink?
No, thank you.
Now please, no more questions.
Something of a ballad.
A ballad? Oh, now I know you're with me.
I didn't ask
True, I
any.
swear it. You can hear it when it's done.
Go to
I'll just
Morthal.
need a year or two to smooth the rough edges.
Tell the Jarl
I thought
that
as
we've
much.
helped her people. You know, like all three of them. But what are there, like 12 people in Morthal? So I suppose that's like 25% of the population. So we've helped her people. We're going to get the title, which will allow us to purchase property. I'm not going to do that. Well, one, because I don't have the coin. Two, I'm saving my coin. I need to get that off to... Mr. Gyak. But anyway, so that's the immediate plan. And then... maybe... I don't know. Let's look. What can I do? Read Bjorlum's delivery note. I don't remember having a delivery note. Oh! Bjorlum. Is Bjorlum the... Is that the smith at Stone Hills? Where the hell is Bjorlum? Oh no, good God. No, I don't have cutting room floor installed, so there is no smith at Stone Hills. I just talked to Bjorlum as the carriage driver. Oh. Alright, well, I can do that. Actually, maybe I'll do that. No, we're not going to do Dawn Guard. We're not going to do that. Not yet. So return to... Bring a mammoth. We could go down Falkreath. No. No. Oh. We could do this. Alright. She's going to go take on the bandit at Halted Stream. That should be interesting. Let's mark that. Let's mark... Okay, let's read his note. Bjorlum's Nords arise. What? That can't be right. Oh, he just happens to share the same name. Okay, well, that's coincidental. Well, hold on. I don't fully understand what I'm seeing. Okay, so we got Nords Arise here. That is by Anonymous. I will not read that. We have Bjorlum's delivery note. Do we need to deliver this for him? Maybe that's what we need to do. Oh, I get it. I should have read the note first, huh? RTFM. Delivery note. Please deliver Nords Arise to Gwendolyn in Battleborn Farm. Oh, alright. We can do that too. Alright, let's do that. So we've got... Let's just mark these. We have a delivery to make, and... What else? And a bandit to eliminate. So, that's tomorrow's job. Right now, it's time to get some rest. What do we take on first? The bandits? Or do we deliver a book to the farm, which is, I think, on the opposite side of the... Let's go take on the bandits. See how poorly I can do. Halted Stream Camp.
Everything all right?
It is. Thanks for asking. Thought it was over here. Let's check quick. Oh, that's Bjorlum's note. Yeah. Oh boy, we better get our spells in order here. For what it's worth, I don't have a lot of them to choose from, so Halted Stream might be a little bit of a challenge. Do you go in the front door? Or do I try to go around? Alright, Ienarath, what are you going to do? We go in bold and brave? Or do we hit and run? Why do I have that? Oh, that's the bound sword. Which is fine and all, but I think this one's going to do me better. Maybe. Whoa! Unexpected. Damn, it startled me. Uh-oh. Archer. Yeah, I think they heard the ruckus.
What was he thinking? Folk never saw me pull that ace out of my boot.
Got the range here. Oh, I do.
Time to get lost.
Yeah, I probably did. And I'm not hiding from anyone. Alright. Yeah, archers.
You'll be so much easier to rob when you're dead.
Probably a true statement.
I'll kill you if I have to.
Alright, so far, so good. So bandits are good conductors of electricity. So we like that. Is that all of them? I think so. Huh. Well, alright then. Where did she go? Did I knock her back? Ooh, pit of despair. I might have. Okay. So, I've got pretty good carrying capacity. But I might wait to take anything of weight. Studded armor. Gives me a 26. What is mine? 29. Plus it's enchanted, although I don't, other than the bound sword, I don't have a lot of conjuring spells. No! Take the ring. Alright. Yeah, I'll loot all these folks on the way out, I think. Unsent personal letter. Yeah. Is that a mammoth tusk I needed for her? I think it was. Yeah, alright, so looks like I'll be able to find one of them. Alright. Let's do it. Like there's always a person here. He is a little stronger than the others, wasn't she? Heavy armor, that's why, maybe. Good ingredients in here, too. All right.
Might pay off my bounty this time.
Oh, we got them all. Oh, nice. That doesn't always work, but it usually will whittle them down pretty good. All right. Well, that went really, really well. I am really happy with that. Why can't I find good spell tomes? I don't want courage. Alright. Well, I think we're going to leave it off on a high note, huh? I think that's a good idea. Well done, Ienarath, well done. So, alright, well, I think we can next time go drop off this book for Bjorlum. We might even have enough time in the day that he'll bring us back to Morthal. So this has been a pretty good start to the day. And I hope all of you have had a good day, will have a good day, and all that jazz. So until next time, safe travels.